Today is May 24th, 2023. My name is Rob Carr of Kalamazoo Right to Life, and this is Pro-Life Week. Well, I do want to share somewhat of a disclaimer in today's program. If you've been listening for the last year or so, you'll know that I have had a certain level of hesitancy on supporting Donald Trump for the nomination for 2024. And I've shared too that I have been supporting Ron DeSantis for president if and when he ever announced that he was running, and that's going to happen tonight. He's going to be announcing his candidacy. But the disclaimer that I have is I do not speak for the board of directors for Kalamazoo Right to Life. Yes, I'm vice president. I'm on the Right to Life board, but I do not speak for the board. I am speaking as a person, just a regular citizen, just a regular voter. When it comes time for official endorsements, there's a lot of things that come into play when Right to Life endorses candidates, and I am not speaking for Kalamazoo Right to Life. There is no endorsement yet on who we're going to be supporting for president. And it is very possible the Right to Life of Michigan is going to support Donald Trump. And obviously if Donald Trump gets the nomination, we will be supporting Donald Trump. But I speak as a private citizen. I'm not speaking for the board. I'm not speaking for Kalamazoo Right to Life. So please don't assume that I am the spokesperson, the mouthpiece for Right to Life. I am not. I'm just a private citizen who has a platform on YouTube, and admittedly I'm on the Kalamazoo Right to Life website, but it's somewhat of my program as an educational format, and it's not meant to indicate a preference for the organization. It's not. It's just my own. It's my own opinion. Okay. With that, I mentioned tonight Ron DeSantis is going to announce he's running. And remember, just a few weeks ago, DeSantis signed a fetal heartbeat bill that will save tens of thousands of babies in Florida. Because after the Dobbs decision, a lot of states like Alabama and Mississippi, and I believe South Carolina, and Texas, some of these states passed very, very restrictive laws, pro-life laws. And some of these laws ban abortions up to, from the moment of conception. So in some of these states, they were looking at, the pro-abortion people were looking at Florida as a safe harbor or to go to, because at that time, Florida still had a 15-week ban, which is still better than the viability of 24 weeks in the pre-Dobbs period. But 15 weeks is a much more, less restrictive, obviously, policy or law than a 6-week heartbeat ban or abortion ban from conception. But the Florida legislature changed that paradigm. They changed the narrative. They passed the 6-week bill, and Ron DeSantis signed it. And he's going to take a lot of hits from the national media and from the pro-abortion zealots for signing this bill into law. And like I said, thousands of babies in Florida will be saved because of this heartbeat bill that DeSantis has signed into law. And thank God for for Florida and for these other pro-life states around the country who are saving lives every single day. Every day, a baby is more than one baby. Babies are saved because of these new laws that the Supreme Court has given that responsibility back to the state legislature. So okay, we have a lot of pro-life candidates. You know, we have Trump and Nikki Haley and now DeSantis and Tim Scott. We might get Mike Pence, and you know, who knows who else is going to get into the race. But as far as I can tell, every single person, whether they're a top tier, second tier, or low tier candidate, all of them are very, very, very pro-life. Because the Republican Party is a pro-life party. The Democrats is the party of death. Okay, the other news item that I saw today was that Planned Parenthood has decided or has announced that they are going to fire or let go about 15% of its workforce. And you know, 15% sounds pretty good, but when you read the article, they're only talking about 80 people, which I don't consider to be a big number of employees. But I also think that they're primarily going to be losing jobs at the national headquarters, at the national office, and they're going to focus more of their energies on their local clinics around the country, as well as firm up their position with chemical abortions, because I think they see that after the Dobbs decision, with more states enacting pro-life laws, the availability, the accessibility of surgical abortions is going to be reduced, and they're going to put more and more of their focus on chemical abortions, which is not good, but that's what they're going to do. So Planned Parenthood has seen that after the Dobbs decision, there has been a major reduction in the number of abortions in this country. And that is a blessing and a wonderful thing for babies who might otherwise have been aborted and killed, and now they're being saved by the tens of thousands. And because some Planned Parenthood and other company clinics have closed because of these state laws, they have seen now that they don't need as many people. And that's good. That is good. And I thank God for every clinic that is closed, partly because of the activity and involvement of pro-lifers who are picketing and challenging and encouraging women not to abort their babies. So with that, well, you hear some noise in the background. Somebody must be mowing their lawn. It's a beautiful day today. So I'll let you go. Remember my disclaimer. I do not speak for Camels Who Right to Life. I speak for myself as an individual voter. With that, I'll let you go, and I will see you next time.